And the word I have for you today, spawning off of what we discussed last week on Friday, dealing with anxiety, this week is going to be all about mental health. Give me brain emojis in the comment section. Before we can even start talking about mental health, we need to talk about what the mind is. And from a spiritual perspective, we have three parts of our consciousness. We have the soul. Okay, we have let's go back. The soul and the spirit are on the same line in terms of this school of thought. Okay, so you have the spirit, you have the body, and you have the mind. Okay, the body is inherently physical. The spirit is ethereal. And the mind is the translating factor from things that are spiritual to being things that are tangible in our bodies. Okay, so for instance, feelings, that is processed in the mind, okay? This is spiritual propaganda meets physical stimulation, and then all of a sudden we have something that is birthed called feelings. Anger, sadness, regret, remorse, name some more feelings in the comment section if you guys don't mind. Well, in order to understand the mind, in my belief system, you have to first understand that we are multidimensional beings. We are multifaceted beings. We're not just this body. We are not just this lipstick I have on. We're not just our hair. Indeed, I'll reset it best. I'm not my hair. I'm not my skin. I'm the soul that lies within. That is a part of you, but you also have a physical body. That our brain is the organ that operates in our physical body to translate spiritual impressions, and that is called our mind. So there are hundreds of thousands of different feelings, okay, that you can have. I'm discovering new feelings every day. Like this morning I woke up, I was ambitious, but I'm also have a lot on my brain. I'm not angry. So these identifiable things are processed in the mind, okay? Mental health, how to keep your mind happy, okay? Chemicals such as dopamine or adrenaline, these are adrenaline is a fear response, but dopamine is the feel-good chemical that is released when our spirit meets our body and it is pleased with something. To be mentally healthy, we need and again, this is just my spiritual interpretation. I do not have a medical degree or anything like that. But to be mentally healthy, we need a balanced amount of dopamine in our brain, okay, making our body feel good in coalition with our mind and our spirit feeling good. Okay. Dopamine is triggered naturally in the body when we find things that we like, okay? So ultimately, if we're being the ultimate simple that we can, simplifying this to the ultimate degree, mental health can improve with the increase of dopamine in our brain, okay? That means that our spirit is enjoying something related to our physical body, and our brain conjugates that in saying that we are in a state of enjoyment, okay? So increasing the chemical in our brain that deals with enjoyment, to me, is not rocket science. That will make us have a more enjoyable experience being a human being, or being a spiritual being having a human experience. And ultimately, the generalized, I guess you can say, concept is more dopamine equals a more enjoyable experience, therefore a better mental state. Right? And again, this is me halfway figuring this out as I'm talking about it, because I'm just using the spiritual concepts and trying to match that with the physical body. So the question then is, how do we increase our dopamine? Now, me, as a non-licensed professional, I say you gotta find things that you enjoy and saturate yourself with those things, okay? So I enjoy smoking weed. I'm gonna smoke weed. That gives me, But see, then, if the thing that is giving you dopamine is harmful to your physical body, is that in fact healthy for you? Again, I'm not a licensed professional. I don't know. But my objective in this conversation is just to give you a spiritual understanding of what I perceive to be mental health. Mental health is the mental health in the way that we are looking at it from a spiritual standpoint is how much you are enjoying life, how comfortable you are in your life, and what is discomforting you, and the intelligence behind that. That is the construct of mental health that we will be exploring this week. I hope that that is understood. If it is, give me brain emojis in the comment section. Again, this is unrehearsed. I just kind of came off the cuff with this like I do every other word. So hopefully it does make sense to you. And if it doesn't, nigga, get the fuck out.
Oh, that nigga left the scene. He fled the bitch. He left.